Hey Bronco owners, hey F-150 owners, how you doing? This is Jesse again. Just gonna go over a quick test that you can do with your Bronco or your F-150 if they have the code 33, which is the EGR no flow fault. Sometimes it really bothers some people, and a lot of people talk about the vacuum leaks, but even after you fix the vacuum leaks, you still have the problem. You have to kind of do some troubleshooting, and I have some Ford books actually from the factory. Kind of goes through how to test some of these actual sensors. So I'll give you a little rundown on what you can do to figure out how to test your sensors and make sure that they actually work, or if they don't work, or they might be suspect in this issue. So right now I have a code 33. It's been bothering me for a while. But I didn't have that much information as far as testing it was concerned. Now that I do, I'm here with my voltmeter, I'm here with the vacuum gauge, and I'm going to actually check some of the issues or possible issues with the EGR valve or the EVP, which is the position sensor here on the top. Now that actually produces a voltage, and you'll see some people give you a, or you could buy something, it's kind of like it just provides a certain resistance so that the check engine light won't go on if you actually remove the EGR. I haven't removed mine. I don't plan to right now, is because I don't feel like going to the back and removing all the things and capping things off. The car runs really well, but I do have the 33 fault. So anyways, let's get to how we test this actual EGR valve. Okay, there's a simple check that you can check your EGR valve. You can simply put a vacuum gauge to see if it holds vacuum and to see if the actual valve moves. Simply putting it on here, you can go and you can see that it's holding vacuum, and then you can actually see that the valve, if you look closely, the valve is actually going to open up or close up. All right, so we know that the quick test is, does the valve work? The valve does work. Now, if the valve works, why am I getting a code 33? Well, the code 33 is coming as a result of this sensor not moving. So why would that sensor not move? Is there something wrong with the sensor? Is there something wrong internally with this actual sensor? So there's two ways you could kind of take a look at it. If you understand how it works, it's kind of like a variable resistor. So it slides up and down on a resistor, and it gives you a different amount of resistance, which then produces a different amount of voltage if your computer's on and the signal is there. As you can see, I have a couple things hooked up. Okay, what you do have to figure out on your particular unit, it could be a 5-liter, it doesn't matter what kind of Ford that you have, but you have to figure out what is your return what is your return, and what is your signal, and then what is your VREF. Okay, I initially checked my VREF to ensure that the computer is actually giving this 5 volts, because without the reference, you're not going to get this to work. So if you don't have a reference, obviously the sensor will not work. Now, if you do have the reference, it's going to return a signal at a certain voltage. So now what I'm going to do is, in order to do that, you could do two things. You could pull this unit off, okay, and you could check the signal return, and you could check the signal line. And if you push it up and down and you use a voltmeter on the ohm scale, you'll see the variance in ohms. Now, if you see the variance in ohms, it's safe to assume that that actual unit is probably working. So the second test is, you put it back on, you plug it in, and then you could backplane it, which I have over here. I put a couple wires in there, and I want to check the voltage. So what you'll do is you go to the not the VREF, but you'll go to the signal, and then you'll go to the signal return. All right, you'll turn the key on, come back in, you'll turn the key on. You hear your fuel pump, okay, you have your check engine light on, that's fine. You come back out, and then what you'll do is you'll check your voltages, okay? And as you can see right here, I have 0.03, which is hardly nothing, okay? Now, it's safe to assume that this is going to produce a voltage based upon how much that EGR valve is actually being worked. So if I press this, what's going to happen is, we could assume that if it does not work, that voltage will not change. But if it does work, we could assume that the voltage is going to change and go up. So let's do it. There's one pump, there's 2 pumps, there's 3 pumps, and then there's 4 pumps, okay? And here's 5 pumps, and we're pretty much at the max right there, okay? So we're at 4.1 volts. So we know that that VREF, or that EVP sensor, is actually working properly. You can see that my EGR is holding vacuum, which means it's not leaking, so that's working. So why do I have the 33 fault? Well, now I have to continue to troubleshoot, and likely it's probably in the solenoid circuits on the other side, the tap solenoids, or the I guess it's EGR type solenoid. So I'm going to have to troubleshoot that. So anyways, I hope this helped you out. It kind of helps you narrow down if your EGR is bad. It narrows down whether your sensor on top of the EGR is bad, so you can figure out what's going on with your Ford. Anyways, I hope I helped you. You have a great day. Goodbye.